I was speaking to my mum about dating, and because I'm out a lot for work and things like that, and I love to socialize, she was like, oh, like, have you met anyone out? And I'm like, well, I will see a guy that, say, I've texted or, like, met online or have mutuals with, and he will, like, look at me and then turn away and then message saying, like, hey, you looked gorgeous today. And that's, like, a universal experience for every girl. Like, guys will just text you later on. And mum's like, what the fuck? Like, mum's like, when I would go out, if a guy was interested, he'd straight up go, like, hey, I'm interested in you, like, whatever, what's your number? And if you liked him, you'd give him your real one. If you didn't, you'd change one digit. That's what she said to me. My mum did make a point that I go for socially awkward private school boys that don't know how to talk to girls, because I went to single sex schools, so that's a big factor too. But, like, I took it upon myself to call my guy friend and literally ask for the answers. I'm like, just tell me, like, what is stopping guys from just, like, approaching girls naturally and not, like, sleazy, just, like, literally for a conversation? Because guys that, like, do that, like, reap the benefits anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to be a sleaze to, like, pull a girl in the first place. My guy friend said, unless a girl is, like, making it that obvious, like, at a pub, for example, that she's into him, he's like, she has to fully be, like, waving at me for me to think to go over. And he said that rejection just isn't worth it these days, because that girls, like, have higher standards of men, so guys genuinely feel like they just aren't good enough and to go up and introduce themselves. And I'm like, that's actually kind of sad, because I do feel like girls are getting judgier, but I also feel like boys are the same. And I think it goes down to dating apps and social media, obviously, but dating apps is like shopping, like no, yes, no. So it's like people are getting pickier, but yeah, it's like people don't know how to socialize anymore, and it's really sad. I saw on TikTok a card game that someone invented called We Met at a Bar. I don't know if you've seen it, but it actually looks like a cool idea, and they should collab with different pubs in Melbourne and just, like, have the card game sitting at, like, different tables or something. I feel like that'd be so good. Pretty much, I think it was, like, they had, like, different, not dares, but, like, I don't know, you have to look it up, but it's called We Met at a Bar, and, like, it introduces conversation, like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I just feel like there's got to be a way to just, like, improve everything about the dating culture, otherwise we're doomed.
Question for the men. Why is it that you guys don't seem to approach women in public anymore? I feel like back in the, like, 90s and maybe even 2000s, it was so common for men to come up to women and, you know, ask them out on a date or ask for their numbers and stuff, but it seems to not be a thing anymore. Why is that?
Here's my PSA. It's all of the males who go to the gym. If you and a girl are making eye contact over and over, go talk to her. If you guys keep looking at each other in between sets, go talk to her. You don't have to go up and ask for her number, but just go start a conversation. You don't know how many girls I talk to that they're like, he just keeps looking at me, he never comes up to me. And they would genuinely be so happy if you went up to them. Which, I'm a big advocate for girls can go talk to guys, and the guy doesn't have to talk to the girl first. But lots of girls don't think that way. So men, go up to the girl if you keep making eye contact in the gym. And I can guarantee you, they will be happy about that. These guys in the comment section are acting as if I'm forcing you to go talk to a girl. I'm saying if you're interested, go talk to her. And I also said, I think girls should go talk to the guys first too. Calm down, men.
So I really need men to step up their game. Talk to the girl. Talk to the girl that smiles at you, that's sitting at the bar, and you walk by 5 times, and you smile back, and you are consistently making eyes at the cute girl sitting at the bar. You need to stop and you need to say hello. And I know I'm going to get all the comments being like, well, you shouldn't have said hello to him. I was with my girlfriend. I was sitting at the bar, and you know what? Men, time after time after time, say, I don't reach out to people anymore because they just blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Get some balls and say hello to this pretty girl at the bar. Anyway, went to Kava tonight. It was so fun. It was such a cool vibe. Everyone was cool. There was no alcohol served. I had 2 of their kava drinks, and they were so nice. They're like, it's your first time here. Here's a free one. And it was really good. It was like a lemonade-y thing. The second one wasn't as good. It had like a watermelon kind of, but it was very much more earthy. I would have reversed those. I wish I'd had that one first and the lemonade one second. But anyway, super chill, very, very cool vibe. I decided to wear something with a little color tonight, and it's a little bit of a hick town, so a flannel on a night like this was perfect because I didn't want to wear black. It would have been the perfect spot to wear black. Black was the vibe. So, but I stood out. And there was this really cute, tall man with beautiful blue eyes that like kept walking by, and he would go up to the bar and he kept walking by, and like I smile, and he's like, smiled, and then he's like, do I stop? No. And he doesn't stop. Okay, that's it. Bye.
Oh, okay. I get it. So it was a man that you actually wanted to approach that didn't give you the time of day. Okay. Well, you saying what you said lets us know that you're not listening to men, and that's going to be a problem later on.
What's so annoying is the guy that you want to come up to you is not going to come up to you when you're out and about with the girls. He's not. It's always those weird, ego-driven, small-dick energy men that come up to you, and the second you reject them, they will spit some nasty comment, and it is comical. I always say, like, don't go out for the boys. You go out for the girls, because the guy you want, the guy you might want to see at the bar, he's not going to be there. And even if he is there, most likely he's not going to come up to you because he wants to be polite. He doesn't want to interrupt your dinner. Maybe he's shy, like, you know, he's afraid of being rejected. But these little guys, and I'm saying little not necessarily in size, but little in their brain, will come up and they will be so freaking persistent. The second you say no, they show their true colors. Now that I've been going out sober, it's like you see it through a completely different lens, and it's great. It's honestly like watching a movie, seeing how people behave when they are intoxicated and you are completely sober, yet they have no idea. Okay, down the hatchet we go. Whew.
This is not meant to be hate necessarily, but I'm sure it'll be read that way. Why don't men have fine motor skills? Like, if I asked a man to braid my hair, it would be like this. They're like so rough. Almost like a toddler. Like if a toddler wants to get their hair out of their face, they're like this. Like everything is done with like an aggression. But why? A mystery.
Why don't you have fine common sense skills? Why? Why can you not do a lot of the things that a man can do? Y'all be answering your own question. Y'all be thinking of, wait, are y'all that hard up? Are y'all that down and out and in need of attention and somebody pointing out your pros and minimizing your cons that y'all get on here and start dumping on men? Are y'all that much in need of validation and attention?
So about a week ago, I hit up this man that I know. I've never hung out with him one-on-one. I've only seen him at social gatherings. I sent him a message on Instagram. I don't even have his number. He's never asked me, and that should have been red flag number 1. But I can look past that because maybe he's shy, maybe he's nervous, maybe he didn't want to ask me for my number. I hit him up. I say, you want to hang out? He says, yeah, okay. I say, how's Friday looking like? Okay, great. All right. But he can only hang out past 9. Red flag number 2, but you know what? Okay, because I only want one thing out of this man anyways. So after 9 p.m. is fine by me. The day comes around. He messages me. Actually, I'm unavailable after 9. I'm only available now from 8 to 9:30. That's also weird, but I'm not going to ask any questions because 1.5 hours is enough time for me personally. So I say, okay, that's fine. I'm cooking dinner. Would you like some? He says, yes, that's fine. I'll walk there later. I said, what do you mean you're going to walk? You live like half an hour walk from here. well, my car was in an accident, so I don't have a car. I'm like, okay, well, I can pick you up. He says, okay, I hate to ask, but while you're at it, can you help me run an errand? Okay, so now I'm picking you up, helping you run an errand, bringing you to my house, cooking you a meal. I pick him up. I say, your driver is on her way. She has arrived because, this is a joke now. We do the thing. We go help him pick up whatever he needs to. He comes to my house. He brings a duffel bag because he's staying at a friend's house tonight. And a third friend is bringing him from my house to somebody else's house because, again, this man is carless. Now, I don't know if this is true or not at this point. He could be staying at a friend's house. He could be staying at a woman's house because he's dressed well and he smells good. Or he could be doing that for me. I don't know what's going through this man's mind. I'm just thinking, you're here now, and surely, because again, I'm a clown, I'm going to convince you to stay longer. This man sits in my house, eats a full meal, takes out a joint. He's smoking. He's leaning back in my couch, spread out like a starfish, vibing. I'm sitting there like, what more do I need to do to drop hints? Like, do I need to strip in front of this man? Like, at this point, he's been here for, I don't know, 50 minutes. And I have about 10 minutes left with this man until he leaves. And I'm like, there's nothing more for me to do. I could volunteer to take you to this other person's house, but I've done enough. I've done everything that I could. So now he leaves with third party to go to somebody else's house with his duffel bag and has not messaged me since that day. Now, again, I knew I was goofy, but here I am waiting for any signal of life. Like, what more could I have done? Should I do nothing? I should do nothing because obviously this man does not want to hang out with me.
God forbid a man not be interested. My man said, I see it. I see you serving it up on a silver platter, but this is not something that I want to partake in.
The situation that I was in 2.5, 3 years ago got brought up recently, and I need to know if I'm in the wrong. I don't think I am, but I am biased. So I went on a 4th date with this guy. We went and got pizza and drinks. It was the 4th date. All of our dates prior to that, nothing had been a dinner date. It had all been pretty cheap. We'd gone to a dive bar. We got coffees, things like that. So nothing very expensive. We finally go to dinner, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to offer to split the bill. I didn't want to split the bill, but I offered. He accepts. I'm like, okay, that's what I get. So we split the bill. It was like $35-ish a person. It was not very expensive. And then he goes to drop me off at home. We hug goodbye, and I'm like, okay, thank you for dinner. And this is the part where I might be in the wrong. And then I said, wait, never mind, since we split it. And he got very flustered. He was obviously very put off. And then we never spoke again, which is fine because obviously we aren't a match. But I need to know if I'm in the wrong for saying that, because I'm not going to thank someone for something that I did for myself. So let me know.
You know, what I find with a lot of these modern women is that they want to be treated a certain way. They don't want men to say certain things or do certain things. They want men to accept things gracefully. But when it comes to them, they want to know, hey, am I wrong? You're asking that question, which means you know that you're wrong. There's no reason to really even say that. If a man were to say that, y'all would tell him he has the audacity. Oh, he has it all. Hey, see, these men try to humble you. But what are you trying to do? Aren't you trying to do the same thing? You guys, y'all really do get full of yourselves, where you think that you can talk a certain way, be a certain way. And when somebody sees it and says, that's not the person that I want to be around, you're going to get upset and you're going to say that men aren't men anymore and men are intimidated. I'm intimidated by stupidity. That's what I'm intimidated by.
Oh, he's cute. Let me signal him over.
Well, hello, gorgeous. What's your name?
Hi. Benita.
Beautiful name. What brings you here tonight?
Yeah, I'm just here with my girl. Ooh, he's cute. Let me give him the look so he can come over.
Huh, that's odd. Let me be more obvious this time.
Hello? Is he not getting the memo? Okay, maybe I need to smile. I'll do a little grin. Still nothing? Okay, maybe with teeth? I don't get it. He's looking right at me. Okay, bringing in the bottom row. Maybe 2 rows of teeth. I'm being as obvious as I can be and giving all the signals. Okay, maybe I should twirl my hair, put it all together. Teeth, hair, neck. Okay, this is getting pathetic. Okay, I'm over it. I'm just over it.
Maybe you should turn towards him. Maybe you should wave. Just a couple of improvements, because I know y'all think y'all are perfect, so.
He's totally bald. I was blinded by his cute profile. He wore a hat in every single picture, and the one picture that didn't have a hat, he had a wig and a hat on. I feel betrayed. Before you come for me, I married a bald man. Okay, I was with a bald man for over 20 years. Like, I love a bald man. Babe, you're beautiful. You're sexy. Embrace it. He showed up to the date in like a little newsboy cap, which is a choice. Towards the end of the day, you know me and my big mouth, and I said, hey, so tell me about that hat of yours. He goes, oh, I'm totally bald. And he like lifts it up and totally bald, which is fine. Just my opinion of bald is sexy. Embrace it. Just go with it. You don't need to hide it behind a hat every single time you leave the house. He's my age. He's very interesting, very intelligent. He's never been married and clearly is very like stuck in his ways. Like, I think that's just a symptom of never having like been married. But hi, I'm Amanda, and I am very stuck in my ways too. So I get it. It's just it'll be an interesting meeting of the minds of the different personalities. But I would definitely go on a second date. We'll see.
You ever think that maybe it could be that he's insecure about it, but it also could be that maybe hats are a part of his style? I know there are some people that literally always wear a hat. They always do. My dad is one of them. For no reason. He's wearing a hat. Like, why you have that on? Just cause my head is cold. How? Just because it is. I wear a hat.
I see a lot of pretty girls in public that I never approach because I know I cannot afford them. And it happened again yesterday with the finest girl I've ever seen. I really was thinking about shooting my shot, but then I noticed a few things about her.
Listen, just shoot your shot anyways. You literally never know. If anything, it could be a wing girl. If anything, she'll say no. Better that you approach and she says no than you not approaching at all and you being there living with that regret for the rest of your life. And what kills me the most is the fact that he says this has happened multiple times.
You know, it probably doesn't down on you that men don't see it as a missed opportunity if they think there's a huge risk involved. They think, I dodged a bullet. They feel like, oh, if I was about to have something happen to me that was super embarrassing, then I just saved myself. So they're not thinking of a missed opportunity. They're thinking, I just saved myself from humiliation.
Guys, a reason why I don't trust a lot of men is because my little brother pulls up his phone and he goes, I have a booked and busy week. And I'm like, okay, what are you doing? He's like, well, I have Abby coming over on Monday and I have Jess coming over on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, I have Ashley. She's going to help me with my laundry. I'm just like, and mind you, this is in his notes on his phone. And I'm like, you give me trust issues.
Okay, just hear me out, okay? Please hear me out. So, like, you know, like how us ladies, we're not supposed to be easy. We're not supposed to give it to men that easily and all that good stuff, you know? Okay, so, yeah. But, like, what am I supposed to do when I see a man that I'm very attracted to? And, I just think to myself that I really want to experience him. But I can't, and I shouldn't, because he's not my man, and he doesn't deserve me. But he's very handsome, and maybe I just wanna I wanna experience him, maybe cuddle with him, or you know, it's a struggle, and damn, it sucks.
I just want to talk about the men not approaching women thing. If you are a man and you are watching this,
You have to be not afraid to be rejected. That's part of the game. That's part of being a man. You have to be okay with being rejected. You can't be a beta. You can't be a pussy. You have to go up to women and be fine if she says no. That's it. And it's not a reflection on you. She's just not into you if she says no. But go up to women. If you see a cute girl at the gym, like, you can, there's ways you can go up to women that aren't creepy. Like, you can be like, hey, do you need a spot? Like, say something about their form, or just like say hi. Just say hi. It's so easy. If a girl's looking at you at a bar, go up to her. She wants you. If you see a cute girl at a bar, go up to her. You don't even have to buy her a drink. Just say hi. Compliment something about what she's wearing. Compliment, like, her hair, anything. It's not that hard. It's very easy. You just have to be not scared of getting rejected is the thing. That is part of being a man. So what? You want us to go up to you so the girls have to not be scared to get rejected? That's what it's come to? No. As a man, you're the one that has to put yourself out there and be okay getting rejected. That's the risk that you take by being a man. So man up, everyone. Pull up your pants, find your man card, okay? Because I think you lost it, and go up to a girl this weekend.
All right, you tell us how the game goes. We'll be sure to get right on that. Whatever you say, however you want us to do, whatever you want us to do, we'll be sure to get right on that.
I don't know if I'm old, but I can't be carrying cat litter no more. This shit is heavy as fuck. Like, why is it? How are these old ladies doing this with the cat litter? Is it Amazon? I feel bad for my Amazon driver if you have to, like, drop off all that shit. But this shit hard.
But I thought y'all I thought y'all were telling us. I thought y'all were telling us that y'all were strong and independent, and y'all didn't need no man. I mean, you got this, sis. It's just a bag of cat litter. I mean, that should be just fine. You know, look at those muscles. I can see those muscles bulging out right now. I can see him right now. I can see him. You know, you must be one of the strongest in the gym. I can see him right now. Go ahead and take care of that. I think you'll be all right. Strong, independent, don't need no man.
It's always the men with 5 different pictures from 5 different countries on their Hinge profiles who will tell you that they don't know where to take you to dinner because they don't know your area that well. Okay, sir, so you figured out an entire Egypt itinerary, but you can't figure out dinner in Hoboken, New Jersey? Am I the one who's confused? Like, I'm not understanding.
Well, I think you're only looking at it from one side of the floor. You see, when he goes to these places, he knows what he likes. So he can plan it without any pushback. Because again, he knows what he likes. You, on the other hand, he doesn't know you. So therefore, it's a little bit different there because he has to figure out what you want. So he's probably going to ask, hey, what do you like to do? Where do you like to go? What kind of food do you like? What kind of experiences do you like? And you let him know so he can see if he can curate that experience for you. But of course, that would require communication.
I believe that most straight men are really comfortable with the level of emotional depth and connection that they have with their romantic partner. This is not an I Hate Men video. Allow me to explain. I knew someone once. She was an older woman and she lived in Ohio. She had only been out of the state of Ohio one time. I believe that she took a bus. She might have flown, but she did not really do the airport thing. She didn't fly to travel. She also had no desire to leave the state of Ohio. She liked her life where she worked in medical billing. She liked picking up and tidying up the house. She liked drinking wine on the porch with her husband in the evenings. That was good for her. That was more than enough. Now, if she got into a relationship with someone who wanted to gallivant all around the world, she would either have to do something that she wasn't comfortable with, and it would make the whole experience unpleasant unless she literally dissociated through it, or they would just fight all the time. There would be conflict because she was happy with her life. The person that she was with wanted to have new experiences, wanted to see new places, and maybe he began to judge her like, well, she just wants too small of a life. I want a bigger life.
Are you trying to use this woman covertly and subtly as, well, I'm talking about a woman, but I'm really talking about a man. Is that what you're trying to do? Let's hear it.
Than that, she might judge him. Why can't he be happy where he is? They both start having these negative perceptions of one another that are sort of stigmatizing or diagnosing the other person. What is rooted in childhood trauma, what is not, right? And the truth is that one person just wants to have a certain kind of lifestyle, exploration, and expansion that she does not feel she needs. Now, how does this relate to like heterosexual relationships? I think, and this isn't true for, obviously this isn't true for all men, but I do think that just because of, there's all the jokes about male friendships and they don't really know anything about their friends, right? They're comfortable with that level of depth. That is safe. It works for them. Their emotional world is contained and it is smaller. So you bring in a woman to the picture who knows what it is like maybe to connect more deeply. She has that with her friends. She had it maybe with her family or adults around her growing up. She has it with relationships in her life. So she, of course, she's like, the emotional lifestyle that I want to live with my partner is one that is expansive and ever expanding. It's growing and we're having new emotional experiences together. And the guy is like, I just want to feel these three things and that is perfect for me. So both of them start saying, well, she is just a bucket with a hole in the bottom.
And see, that's the problem. You're assuming that men don't have very much emotional depth because that's not what they show you. Number one. Number two, these men are actually showing you their emotional depth. You just don't understand it. They're having conversations with you. You're just not understanding and perceiving it because it's not the way that you would feel, right? So in this situation, if you have two people that get together and she's saying to him this entire time, hey, I feel like when we go out of the country, you want to go here, you want to go there, but I feel like you don't really pay attention enough to security. I feel like we go in some of the most unsafe places and I feel afraid to go to those places. And he doesn't listen. He's like, oh man, it's okay. Like that doesn't matter. I mean, you're talking about stuff that don't even matter. Like you're saying that it's unsafe. It's perfectly safe. And even if it wasn't safe, what would it matter? You only live once. Pretty soon, if he continues to take her to these places where she feels unsafe, she's going to stop talking to him. She might even leave him. You never hear me, man. I'm trying to tell you these things and you just blow them off. I'm trying to tell you I'm genuinely scared. But you tell me I have nothing to worry about. I have nothing to fear. My feelings aren't important. That's what you tell me. Let's translate that to what men go through with a lot of you modern women. I'm concerned about that. Hey, if you go with your friends over there, I'm concerned that this might happen and that might happen. I think this is very dangerous. I don't think you should do that. Hey, I think if you're out at this time of night, that really worries me. I'm afraid. I'm concerned. Well, you're trying to control me. You're insecure. That don't even matter. Why you think like that? See, you're just a narcissist. You just want to control everybody, huh? You just want to have complete control over me. You're trying to cut me off from my friends and family. Let me tell you something. Pull out that phone and start trying to expose them. You know what? If that's the way you feel, I'm not going to tell you nothing else. I can't tell you nothing else without you going off, without you dismissing my feelings, without you saying my feelings are not important. Maybe you left that out, but keep going.
It's never enough, he'll say, right? When in reality, expansion, emotional richness is just a core of the kind of life she wants to live. she'll start saying he's stunted. You know what I mean? This is a response that he's just not capable of. And maybe that's true, maybe it's not. But both of them get kind of stuck wanting more from the other person. And like, she's thinking of all the things that like he could do that would allow him to, like, the benefits expand it, but like to him that sounds like work. The same way that if that woman I'm describing who just wanted to clean her house, go to her job, eat her chips on Tuesdays, I really hope that the person this is based on never sees it, but if she was in a relationship with someone who wanted to be traveling, and that was a couple times a year we go on a trip to someplace we've never been, like, he's thinking, well, maybe we could start smaller and like go to do these things, right? And in theory, she could. It's just that she doesn't want to get to that end. And I think that a lot of men don't want to get to the end that is a rich emotional life, which would lead to the kind of emotional depth and connection. They don't see the value in that. Now, there is a distinction because it is, you do not need to go travel all around the world, of course, but like humans are relational creatures. That's true. But I don't think it's almost sad to accept that you might end up in a partnership with someone, realize that like, it's not that they're necessarily immature, narcissistic, a horrible person. It's that they're comfortable. The same way she just likes doing her job, having her chips on Mondays, drinking wine after work on the porch, picking up the house in her little grocery store down the street. He likes feeling motivated and then checking in, saying, feeling maybe like a little passion. And then I'm hungry and I'm tired. That works for him. And I'm not saying this to like defend the boys. I'm saying this because like, I don't, of course there are men who are capable of like greater care and whatever, but it's like, sometimes it's sad because you're like, hello.
Again, I think to use your example, the man in this situation would want her, and this is not part of your situation, but the man would want her to want to go to, let's say, Dubai. And she was like, well, I mean, I'll go, but I'm not really interested in going to Dubai. Like, that's not something that's on my bucket list. I mean, we can go if you want to go, but I'm not interested in that. Well, why aren't you interested in that? You're so small-minded. Where do you want to go? I want to go to Las Vegas. I want to see what Las Vegas. You don't never want to go outside of the States. Las Vegas, why you want to go there? That's so small-minded in your thinking. I mean, we can, again, I said, we can go to wherever you want to go to. I just don't, it's not something that's interesting to me. I'll go because you want to go. But I've been wanting to go to Las Vegas. Everything that I want to do, you see as small-minded. Everything that you want to do, you see as thinking bigger. You see as thinking grander. You see as better. This is a better spot for us. It's more experiences. Okay, well, let's go do that. But I don't have to share the same enthusiasm as you. I don't have to be a Debbie Downer, but I don't have to absolutely love it and get a thrill from it like you do. And that's okay. If I show interest in going to Dubai, I would like you to show interest in going to Las Vegas. The same level of interest. I would like you to reciprocate. But you would never want to do that because you think that Las Vegas is small-minded. By the same token, if we relate that back to how these modern women are treating men, well, I don't necessarily have to say everything. Me and my boys, we get each other. Sometimes it just takes a look. Sometimes it takes a few words. But we understand exactly what each other's going through. And we don't really have to speak on it because I know exactly what, hey, bro, if you need some help, let me know. Okay, I appreciate that. And that's all that needs to be said. We don't need a whole hour and a half all the time to download what's actually going on. Most men are observant and they see what's going on. I see what's going on, my friend. That's why it says, hey, bro, I'm checking on you. Hey, what's up? No, man, I'm trying to fight through it. All right, I'm here if you need me, bro. Hey, we got to stick together. But because it's not the way that you like it, because men are not falling into each other's arms and crying and kicking and hollering and screaming and snotting all over each other and kissing each other on the cheek and holding each other passionately and softly and tightly, then you think, well, you guys are too small-minded. Y'all are not really feeling the depth of your emotions when you don't know what the heck you're talking about. And that's what a lot of modern women do. They get on here and they start talking about men and what men do and don't feel, and they be dead wrong about it every single time.
I want any woman who feels like they're the ugly friend in the friend group to reframe the way she sees herself. Just because men don't approach you in public doesn't mean you're the ugly friend in the friend group. What it means is that they don't view you as accessible. Men can sense boundaries from a mile away. They know which friend in the friend group will go home with them that night and the ones who will make them work for it. Nothing wrong with the women who go home at the same night. I actually applaud that. Do you, boo? I'm just giving this context for the women who don't understand why they don't get approached as much in public. There's only two reasons men approach women. They either want something easy for pleasure or they're looking for a relationship. And when a man wants easy pleasure, he's gonna scan the friend group and decide which one fits that description. Men associate pleasure with the way a woman is shaped, not the way her face looks. And men love a big butt. The BBL aesthetic, natural, it doesn't matter. The bigger, the better. If you're friends with women who have the body type that men equate with pleasure, i.e. the BBL aesthetic, you will not get approached the same way they do when you're out together. But that's actually a good thing.
I mean, but if you don't look good, then why would a man approach you? Well, that doesn't mean that you're ugly. If you're not shaped the same way she is, if your shape is trash, then why would they approach you? I don't get it.
If you think about it, there's nothing to appreciate a man for.
If you think about it, this is the exact reason why men don't want to date anymore. Like, this is also the same reason why a lot of men think women are after their wallets, because most of them are. Like, these women that want to sit here and say there's nothing to appreciate a man for are the same women that want to raise hell when they can't manipulate a man. Like, let me get this straight. You want a man to fit your agenda, but the only way he's going to fit your agenda is if you mold him into this fantasy of what he should look like for you. But the reason why you're trying to mold him into that fantasy of your agenda is because you never respected him in the first place for who he was. This is the finest form of toxic feminism I have ever seen. I mean, I don't know a good man that would ever associate himself with something like this. Because the whole reason why you can't appreciate a man is because you never respected him in the first place. You think you're superior than him, when all you have to do is literally give them respect, and you can see just how incredible of a person they are. So stupid.
Meeting a man and seeing that he's like genuinely a good person, he is a good man, but not feeling the romantic connection between you two, and then offering up a friendship in replacement of that potential romantic connection was something that I had to stop doing. Back in my people-pleasing days where I didn't know how to necessarily tell somebody no, or I didn't want to seem like a bad person, or I didn't want to seem like a mean girl or whatever, that's what I would do. When a man would approach me and I see, eventually down the line, like, hey, this isn't going to work for me, I would tell them, but I would say, we can be friends if you want. We can be friends if you want. Like, girl, that man don't want to be your damn friend. It got to the point where I had to sit with myself and figure out, like, why am I acting so gone in the head? Like, I knew this man did not approach me with the intention on being my friend. He approached me with the intention of trying to dig me down, wanting to dig me down, possibly wanting a relationship, wanting something more. Me seeing eventually down the line that this wasn't something or someone that I wanted to pursue anything with, and then throwing friendship on the table like that, it was very much a fake thing for me to do. And I found myself questioning, like, oh, we're supposed to be friends, why is he da 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 da, why is he da 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 da? Because he's treating this friendship as a waiting room and hoping and praying that I either change my mind, or I'm so down on my luck that I basically have no choice but to come to him for something, and he could take advantage of that, or blah, blah, blah. I don't know how men think. I don't want to know how they think either. And to the men who did take me up on this offer, this friendship offer, they were just as fake as I was, because they knew damn well they didn't want to be my friend. While I'm sitting there ditzy as hell, talking about, can we be friends? You know, like, you're a good person, you're a very kind person, and I don't want to lose you in my life. Can we be friends? To me meant, can we build this mutual, reciprocal, platonic relationship? And it's like, yeah, you know, on one end that is what I want, but on the other end, the realistic end, the real life end, it's like I'm trying to force this relationship, trying to build this relationship with someone who secretly still wants, not even secretly, with this person who still wants me and is just waiting on their turn. And then, like I said in the beginning, all of this was wrapped up in me being a people pleaser. I was people pleasing bad, but it's like in my head, I'm like, we can be good friends. He is a good person. I don't want to lose this type of, you know, relationship in my life. Like, in all my 27 years of living, I have never been approached by a man who wanted to be my best friend, who wanted to be my bestie, who wanted to be like twinning them. And truthfully speaking, the older I got, the more I find truth in men and women cannot be friends unless they grew up together, unless they met in high school or middle school or elementary school or were neighbors or something like that. Because at a certain point in a man's life, he's no longer looking to approach a woman for a friendship. Eventually, he either gets with that woman or he's forced into a friendship with her because she didn't want him. That's what makes it even crazier when I'm out in public and a man approaches me and I'm like, no thanks, I'm not interested, or I have a boyfriend, and they're like, oh, you can't have friends, you can't have friends. Like, you don't want to be my friend, you want to fuck me. Just say you want to fuck me.
See, this is what women do. This is what they do, man. He is a predator and she is the prey. I'm just a victim. I didn't know what I was doing, but he knew what he was doing. You gotta watch out for him. He's sneaky. That's what they do, man. It's always what a man did wrong. It's always a man that's the problem. Y'all don't ever get tired of that. Y'all don't ever just say, well, you know, I thought we were doing something, you know, it was just gonna be platonic. Did you really? Maybe in some instances, but was it really platonic after you kept on expecting him to pay for y'all's hangouts that you went to? I think there was one woman that said, I know we're friends platonically, but I'm not your homeboy. Like, I'm still a lady. I don't want to be treated like a lady. I want you to open the car door for me. But you just said we were friends. Yeah, but I'm still a lady. But we're friends. We're not girlfriend and boyfriend. We're friends. Y'all be out here expecting things from men as a friend that a girlfriend should get. And you know that.
Y'all, don't mind me. Every time you see me, I'm doing something motherfucking different. I just picked up my rental car. And, because I gotta go to school today. But anyway, so I was thinking, I was like, damn, like every single nigga I'm with, like most of them, right? They, well, like, not saying, let me not say, well, yes, most of them, because most men are average. So they always leave me, the average ones, because either they can't make enough money to sustain my lifestyle, or they don't want to jeopardize their own freedom to sustain my lifestyle. So, and you know, I've been thinking about this because my phone has been so dry, like not normal dry, like no one is texting me, which is fine, you know, I'm cool with that. But like, I've realized, like, the men are not texting me, babe. And this could be you too. But the men are not texting us, babe, because they can't afford it here. Okay? So don't think that you're ugly. You're not. They wanna F. They wanna take you out. Especially they wanna F again. But it's just like you've showed them a lot. Like, imagine this, right? I'm on my bummy, like, this is like my bummiest possible look ever. Like this is even like a bum. I look like a bum. And that's the thing. Men are smarter than you think because they check the details. I'm on my bum swag. Like, I'm literally in a Nissan Sentra. Like, I used to drive a BMW. Like, I'm on my bum swag. I still got 2 phones. They see the second phone, automatic, that's an extra $100 in their brain, right? Like, I don't have any of my jewelry on because I just don't care. Like, this is like my, like, bum bag. like literally. Like this is like my bag that I'm just like, I have to go pick up my rental, and then, you know, I'm probably gonna have a special day, and then I'm gonna wear my Versace glasses, and then I'm gonna wear my Vivian Westwood purse, and then, you know, I might gloss my lips with a little bit of Dior. Like, that's what they're looking at. And they said, babe, I don't got that for you. So respect the ones that just say, hey, you know what? I opened, because this is my wallet. I opened my wallet and there's not enough for you. That's literally what they said. But meanwhile, on my wallet contents have literally like on my wallet contents, like right there. But anyway, like that's what they said. That's what they said. So it's just like respect it and just be like, you know what? I want to give that man a kiss on the forehead because at least he knew he couldn't afford it here, and he did not waste my blessed time. Oh, I think I dropped it. Anyway, that's the point. So just if a man is not approaching you, it's probably because he knows that he doesn't have it, and it's okay. And if a man leaves you because he doesn't have it, that's fine too, because he has accountability, and that's something that we cannot look over. All right. Now, also, just know if I start holding my phone, I don't have good muscle, whatever it is it's called, because I shake the phone. So I don't even try to shake it. It just shake it, and it's like you'll see, it's like a fine shake, like it's like a very, like you see, like it's like minute shaking. So, but all in all, it's okay. We just got to go to the fancier places to meet the men who actually got it. And that's fine. All right? It's fine.
I mean, money aside, your glasses don't seem to be that expensive. To be honest with you, you probably caught them on a Black Friday sale. Most of you modern women are balling on a budget. So y'all be catching sales and then saying, this costs this and this costs that. But what did you pay for it? What did you pay for it? What did you buy it for? Oh, you bought it for $90, but the original price is $200. Great steal, good steal. You bought something, and so now you can upgrade and you can look more expensive, and you think because you have Versace on and Dolce & Gabbana or Vera Wang, whatever it is that you have on, you think that you automatically become better than a man and he can't afford you. Well, the truth is you couldn't afford that either. You couldn't afford that either at all. Well, I got a pack of expensive smokes. Good for you. Good for you. Who cares? Y'all sit up here and talk about the stuff that does not matter. The stuff that men do not care about. You care about that stuff. Y'all like to pat yourselves on the back, and when you can't get the validation from a man, you say that a man can't afford you. No, I can't. I can't afford to continue giving you attention all day. I can't afford to keep on patting you on the back and hyping you up every second of every minute of every hour of every day. Go back in the house. Go to sleep. Dream of some confidence. Put some affirmations on your mirror. Do whatever you need to do to stop thinking that a man has to pay attention to you all the time. The men have spoken. They don't want to talk to you. Take the L. Swallow it. Love it. Digest it.